Hello, this is Random Palk, and today we're reviewing Demon's Crest on the Super Nintendo. This is an excellent game. If you ever play Gargoyles Quest or Gargoyles Quest 2, then you pretty much know what this game is, because this is basically the badass version of Gargoyles Quest. Once again, based off the Red Devil from Ghosts and Goblins. This time he has his own like Castlevania 4 style epic game, which was the graphics and music and style. This is probably one of the best games on the Super Nintendo in my opinion. I mean, this opening scene in itself just shows you how good this game is. Just like the other games of this series, the Gargoyle Quest games, you have to learn to control your flying. But there are a couple of new additions in this game, like it has more of a Zelda-ish action style to it, where you actually have an inventory that matters, and you can get different spells, items, and other abilities. And you can tell they put a lot of detail in this game. I mean, just look at the background, the statue, and all that shit. They did a great job with this game. And just like in Zelda, you collect life health ups at a regular pace. So yeah, you can even smash these statues in the background if you want to. But you want to collect the money because you'll be needing to buy stuff in town. So collect... Yeah, these ghosts that pop out of the ground are basically like the zombies on Castlevania. So it does have Castlevania aspects, or at least feels like it. And those little fire symbols right there, that's your health. Axe thrower guy. Kind of like a Metroid style game, though. There is backtracking, because it also has some Metroid style parts to it, where you have to do some backtracking to research stages once you get different abilities, because you do get the ability to transform into certain things. Later there will be transformations to turn into different gargoyles, each with their own special abilities, which we'll get to in a bit. But first, we gotta fight the first boss. But yeah, this is probably one of my favorite Super Nintendo games. The style, the graphics, the gameplay, this game is just really, really good. Yeah, you gotta stop him from turning into a stone statue, because when he turns into a stone statue, he regenerates his health. But yeah, that's the first boss. He's not too tough. Then after he turns into a stone statue, when he's defeated, you gotta smash it. But yeah, this is all the opening. We're not even in the real game yet. Yeah, all this is just the opening to the game. Yeah, those fucking piranha plant things. Wow, I took a lot of damage there because I was fucking up. Yeah, I was trying to break that pot. Fuck it. I'll just move on. Yeah, you gotta keep an eye out because there are a lot of secrets in this game. Like that vial that I just picked up, because you'll need those once you get to the potion shop. Sorry, I was fucking up. I was too busy shooting those things. But yeah, you gotta master the whole jumping and flying and shit in this game. And you see that weird looking wall right there? That's something you'll have to come back to later. Well, no, not that one. That's a trap. But that wall right there, one of those walls, because once you get that wall, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah, that weird looking wall, you need one of the other gargoyle forms. God damn it, flies. You need one of the other gargoyle forms to, you know, break that wall so you can get the treasure. So there are, like I said, a bunch of backtracking in this game. Here's the main villain of the game. The other gargoyle, I forgot his name. Oh, Arma. Yeah, he's the main villain of the game. Don't worry, you'll be fighting him. You'll be fighting him many times throughout the game. And every time you fight him, he has different powers and is a lot more difficult. But yeah, the first type fight against him isn't all that tough. But yeah, this is an excellent action game that also has some Metroid and Zelda styles to it. Mainly Metroid, I guess. And like I said, the atmosphere and stuff is really good. But after you finally finish the opening, you'll get to the main hub of the game, which is the world map. And there are many locations on the world map, but in order to access some of them, you got to get the quest. And sometimes, like, the first thing you gotta do is go to the town, and then there's this little potion shop here. Now, if you can't land on, sometimes you have to be on a specific spot to land. But like, yeah, there's that little shop right there you can go to. And you gotta be careful with navigation, because you can easily fly over the place you're trying to land. So anyway, this is the town. You'll be revisiting the town quite a bit. And yeah, now we got the crest for the ground gargoyle. So now we could teleport into the ground gargoyle. He jumps okay, but he can't fly. That's his biggest problem, is he cannot fly, which makes him okay, but not super great. His attacks are stronger, and as you can see, they can go across the ground. But there's not really much of him that's decent. By the way, this area you can't go to right away because you need the water gargoyle to fully go through this shit. What, I can't go back? Alright, I guess we're doing this. I don't have anything of real value to go this way, but yeah, it has a pretty good death animation where he just melts into bones. And if you do lose, you can actually leave and pick a different stage. Like, here's the little house I was talking about earlier. I don't think this is the potion seller. Oh. Wow, I'm doing horrible with this. But it took me a while. How are you supposed to headbutt way up there? Oh, you gotta do it quick. Well, I did terrible. I forgot what you get from him. Yeah, I'm terrible. But there is a shop. This must be the shop I was talking about. There's the scroll shop. Oh, this is the scroll shop. Where you can buy spells. If you have the scrolls, like I found the scroll, you can buy spells from him that you can use. Alright, this has to be the potion shop. This has to be the potion shop. Yeah, this is where you can get the good potions. Of course, the best potion is the elixir. Herb potion obviously heals you. So yeah, once you get the bottles, kind of like in Zelda, once you have bottles, you can buy potions to help you out through the stages. But anyway, you find an area that you want to explore, but you gotta be careful because certain areas obviously require certain abilities. Once you find an area on the world map you want to explore, you gotta try to land, and if it lets you land, then you go to the next stage. Like, that's obviously interesting looking, so that will obviously be a stage. And yeah, it's pretty much free roaming exploration where you figure out what you're supposed to do and how to get through the stages. As you progress, you know, more and more shit becomes available. And the stages do get pretty fucking hard. Like, this forest stage is not super easy. And I know there's a map or a bottle in this stage. I just don't remember where... Ah, there's the bottle. So yeah, I know there's a bottle in this stage, but getting to it... Well, I guess you can cheat it and get to it that way. But yeah, there's a second bottle you can get near the start. Apparently, if you don't want to wait for the right guy, you can cheat it and get it that way. But anyway, Gargoyles, or, I mean, Demon's Crest. I'm starting to call it Gargoyles Quest because that's what it's pretty much a remake of in many ways. But yeah, a lot of areas to explore. Definitely one of the most playable, if not one of the best Super Nintendo games. Great graphics, great music, definitely challenging, definitely fun, and if you're a fan of Gargoyles Quest, you'll love this game. But we're going to end this video here in a second because, I mean, I don't know, y'all should play this game for yourself. You'll end up liking it more than just watching me dick around on it. I have beaten this game. Yeah, I have beaten this game, and it's definitely a game worth beating. But yeah, if you like classics or shit like that, oh yeah, I forgot. Each gargoyle form also has a special skill. Alright, jumping and using it is not possible. Well, anyway, that's Gargoyle... Why do I keep saying Gargoyles Quest? Because that's what it makes me think of. Anyway, that's Demon's Crest on Super Nintendo. An incredibly good game, challenging and fun. And one I would actually highly recommend. Anyway, if you like my videos, please follow and subscribe. I want to end this one here. I'll see you in the next video. Take it easy. See you next time.